My gut begged me to run. I stayed. I regret that more than anything. The night he proposed, I should have been happy. Everyone else was. He got down on one knee in front of a bonfire, surrounded by friends, holding a ring that sparkled like it knew how to lie. And my stomach dropped, like my body was trying to scream what my mouth wouldn't. But I smiled, said yes. Let the applause drown out the ache in my gut. It wasn't that he was cruel, not exactly. He never hit me, never yelled. But I always felt like I was inconvenient, like my opinions were background noise, like my dreams were cute, like I was a supporting character in the movie of his life. When I cried, he called me dramatic. When I was quiet, he said I was moody. When I succeeded, he found ways to remind me he let me win. Still, I stayed because he didn't cheat. He didn't drink. He paid the bills and remembered birthdays. And every time that feeling crept in, that whisper that said this isn't love, I shut it up with logic. Then came the wedding. My mom cried. His mom coordinated. I stood there in white, smiling through nausea, thinking, maybe this is what love feels like when you grow up. Heavy, quiet, not romantic, just safe. But that word never felt honest, because I never felt safe, just tolerated. It got worse after the vows. He started making comments in public, calling me emotional in front of friends, telling jokes that only he laughed at, laughing at me, not with me. When I told him it hurt, he said, lighten up, you're too sensitive, again. And that word, again, it cut deeper than anything else, because it meant this was normal now. I should have left. I should have packed a bag and walked out that night. But instead, I stayed. And the staying cost me pieces of myself I still haven't found again. One night, I found texts on his laptop from a coworker named Elise, short messages, flirty, ongoing. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He just shrugged and said, it's not like I slept with her. You're seriously gonna blow this out of proportion? I remember standing in our kitchen, heart shattered, breath stuck, and thinking, you knew. You've always known. You just didn't want to believe yourself. I left 2 weeks later, not because of Elise, but because of me. Because I finally realized that every quiet discomfort, every skipped heartbeat, every gut scream I silenced was my body begging me to get out. And I didn't listen. Not the first time, not the second, not for years. Now, when people ask why I got divorced so quickly, I just say, because I finally listened. And they nod, like they understand. But they don't. Not really. Because they didn't see how long I lived in that shadow. How many times I stared at the ceiling at 3 a.m. thinking, is this my fault? Am I too much? Am I broken? They didn't hear the voice inside me say, run, and watch me reply, but he loves me, doesn't he? The worst part isn't that he betrayed me, it's that I betrayed myself, over and over, by ignoring the one person who never lied to me, my gut. That tiny voice, that stomach drop, that sudden chill. It knew. It always knew. Now, I live alone. Quiet place, big windows. My peace doesn't feel like loneliness, it feels like repair. And when that voice speaks now, even in whispers, I listen.